Hello everyone and welcome back to Esports Roundup, where we round up what's happening this week in esports, and I would say let's just get right into it with our tournament section. Starting off, the PGL RMR Europe LCQ happened. We've had Guild Eagles lose to Gamer Legion, then 9 Pandas beat Gamer Legion, which means 9 Pandas is qualified. Congratulations to them. Alright. We've also had happen the PGL RMR Asia. This is just a bracket. There was like no group stage. And we've had qualify through the upper bracket, the Mongols, and through the lower bracket, Lin Vision. What's up, Gabin? Alright, moving on. Starting today, the PGL RMR Americas. These are the teams that are participating. As you can see, they have not played a game yet. And then moving on, we have the Valorant VCT Americas kickoff, in which we've had the group stage conclude. This is the bracket. In the semifinals, Evil Geniuses versus Loud and NRG versus Sentinels. Likewise, the VCT China kickoff. We're actually on to the grand finals now, in which Fun Plus Phoenix will take on Edward Gaming. Moving on to the VCT EMEA, we're having the grand finals right now, and yeah. In this case, this is outdated. Right now, Carmine Corp has a 2-1 lead over Heretics. By the time this is uploaded, you will know who has won. Alright, and moving on to VCT Pacific, this has already happened. We've already have a winner. Genji Esports took down CarniVoreX in the grand finals 3-1. Okay, we've also had happen Full Bloom 2024, and like I predicted, Zane won. Congratulations to him, beating J-Mook in the grand finals. Yeah, shout out to Moist Moguls Zane. Midwest Zane is just different. Alright, we've also had happen Capcom X, the largest esports fighting game tournament in terms of prize pool, and Uma won, who is also unsponsored, so sign him as soon as possible, I would say. And we've had happen the 6th Invitational. This wasn't on my radar. I should have had it included in last week's show, but I didn't. Yeah. W7M1, I've never heard of them in my life until now, but yeah, congratulations to them. We're also happening right now is Dream League Season 22. They're playing right now. We've had the first group stage conclude. In Group A, Bedboom Team Falcons, OG Gaming Gladiators, Advanced, and Virtus.pro Azurai Heroic G2IG were eliminated. In Group B, Extreme Gaming, Shopify Rebellion, Aurora, and Team Spirit Advance, and Tundra, Secret, Liquid, and OneWin were eliminated. Also, we've also had 2 games happen in the second phase of the group stage, or in the group stage 2. Extreme Gaming beat Team Spirit, and yeah, and Falcons is playing Gaming Gladiators right now. Also, OG lost to Bedboom 2-1. Moving on to League of Legends, we have the LPL Spring. As you can see, there's been a lot of changes in the standings indicated by these red and green arrows. Billy took the top spot from Ninjas in Pajamas again. And lastly, we have the LCK, where Genji Esports took the top spot from T1. A few other changes in the standings have happened, as you can see here. Alright, that does it for our tournament section. Now moving on to our main stories. First story is welcome back Mouse. Mouse is returning to Dota 2. Yes, after a while, they're finally back. The roster is as follows: Hustler, Unit, Force, and then we have Supreme on trial and Bangan on trial, with Immortal Faith as the coach. You know, Mouse was a pretty historic org, you know, more towards the beginning of Dota 2 esports. I'm definitely very glad to have them back. So yeah, welcome back Mouse to Dota 2. Okay, now for our next topic, more layoffs. This one's really short. Yeah, esports winter continues. We have more layoffs. This time affecting ESL Faceit Group, who were in 2022 purchased by some Saudi trust fund or whatever. I don't know. It's all oil money now. That's all I know. Anyhow, the article about it was on Bloomberg and logged behind a paywall, so I can only give you a few informations, just like the gist of it, I guess. They laid off about 15% of their workforce, which was several hundred positions, which of course sucks for the people involved. So yeah, unfortunately, more layoffs. Sony also had layoffs, but they aren't really esports, I would say, although they do own Evo, but that was nothing like too esports specific. And finally, for our last topic, we have Mind Control getting kicked mid-tournament. Yes, it's more Dota 2 news, and this one's pretty freaking rough. I wanted to watch Shopify Rebellion versus Tundra, you know, and the game was delayed. I didn't know why. Anyway, it happened a few hours, I think like 2 hours later or something, and they were playing with a stand-in. So later, I found out, it was either on Twitter or on Reddit, I found out he was kicked in the middle of the tournament. Of course, with the DPC gone, you know, there's like no roster lock or anything, so you can basically do with your roster whatever you want. Of course, it could hurt your chances of getting invited to the international, but we don't know that for sure, and it's still early in the season. And what happened, Mind Control later went on Gorg's stream to tell his side of the story, and it's pretty wild. So, basically, he gave the CEO of Tundra, the esports org, an ultimatum between him and the coach of the team and a general manager of the team. See, what happened is, MC Mind Control joined the team a while ago, and he was the captain of the team. Then they brought in Pure, their carrier player, and he took the captain role from him, which he could live with. He was probably not happy about that, but he didn't like leave the team or anything about it, so I guess that wasn't too bad. Then they brought in Moon Meander because originally Tundra signed the former TSM squad, and Moon Meander was the coach of that squad. Most of the TSM team left or got kicked or whatever. They're not part of the team anymore. I think only Whitemon is, but Moon Meander stayed as coach, and Mind Control was not happy with that. That was a decision by the org and not by the players, and he didn't want that. And then on last week's show, we reported, you know, Zai is back as a general manager for Tundra. And turns out Mind Control didn't want that either. He doesn't want a player general manager. He didn't want that, so he said, okay, enough's enough. I'm giving you an ultimatum. Choose between Moon Meander and Zai or me. And the org said, okay, we choose Moon Meander and Zai. You're gone. So he's out of the team. There's gonna be an internal investigation from Tundra. Yeah. So this story is still developing. We'll see what happens. But for now, Mind Control is kicked and they're looking for a replacement. So yeah, pretty wild stuff. This has been Esports Roundup for this week. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.